Hello, good day to all of you. My name is Blair and welcome to another OS operating system. Today we're gonna take a look into LMDE, the Linux Mint Debian Edition number 7. So let's take a look into this as we gonna check it out right here, and of course I gonna download this one. So let's look for the Linux Mint, and here is the Linux Mint Debian Edition. Let's download this one. The LMDE 7 is just only 3 GB ISO image file size, and there is also some information right here. For example, the guidelines on how to install it right here. All of those documentation is already here, so you don't need to struggle. So let's take a look into this. I'm here in the Philippines. Let's look for maybe somewhere very close to the Philippines. Let me see, we could use the Taiwan, okay, or Singapore. Okay, let's try to look into this. Or maybe you could use the Konkan University, which is where I am working. So let's try to download right here on the KKU, and this will be about 7 minutes to finish downloading. So let's wait until it reaches 100% and I'll be back with you. Okay, we already finished our downloading. Let's try to minimize this one and go for our boxes. Where is our boxes? Let's type in boxes. Okay, we didn't download the boxes. Let's try to look for boxes right here. Genome boxes. Okay, this is the genome boxes. Let's try to install this one and enter our super secret password and click apply. So it's already installed. Let's close our Internet Explorer and let's look for the boxes. Let's open our ISO file, which is on the download page, and let's use the LMDE. Okay, let's use 8 GB of random access memory and maybe 50 GB of storage space, and let's click this one full screen so that you'll not get confused. And as you can see right now, we are now in our boot mode, which is our grub or our bootloader. So let's start the LMDE. Let's install it. It will take time to install this, so let me wait for a couple of minutes until it reaches 100%. So as you can see, we have this one, but let's try to correct our display first. So the display is supposed to be 1080. Let's look for 1080 there. 1080. Let's click apply and keep the configuration. Let's close this one and let's click this one, the installation. Double click it. So let's go. Click English, Filipino. Yes, it's okay. Next. Layout of my computer keyboards, it's all the same. Let's make the name of our computer. I'll just gonna be using my brand name there, and the password, it will be just easy as 4 characters. So it will require login password, computer name, also Rialbbe. So this is where the automatic, I'll be using the whole disk that I created, 50 GB of storage space. Let's click next and let's proceed. There is a warning that it will be erase all the data, and I'm good with that one. The grub will be on SDA, which means it is the solid state drive, and drive A is my main partition. Let's click next. There is a summary right now. Let's click install and wait for it to reach 100%, and I'll be waiting for this one to reach 100% and I'll get back to you. So it's already finished installing. Let's take a look into the LMDE. Let's click restart now. Let's click yes and then enter to remove the installer, and let's click there you have it. We have the LMDE. Let's enter that one and let's wait for it to load everything. This is the initial boot right now. Okay, let's enter our super secret password, which is my only a 4-digit. This is for the test only. So we have our welcome page, but let's fix our display settings first. The display settings that we fix was actually in the installation, the live boot. Right now this is now for our initial boot, which is actually our operating system that we installed right here in our virtual machine. And let's click apply and keep it and close it, and let us see. This is the welcome page. You could like click right here and unclick if you want to show this dialog at the start of your computer, but it's up to you. Well, you have first step right here. If you want to change the accent, update, which is there's an update coming, and software center, where you could like look for your apps, and documentation right here, help if you need some chat room chat and forum to look for your help on how to navigate the LMDE, contribution right here. But of course, let's just close this one, and this is the ISO file that let's just gonna click eject for now. So this is now our desktop. This is the operating system, and if there is a update right here, you could click update, and then let's try to refresh. If there's some update coming, it will just gonna reach 100%, and let's see if we have more updates. Okay, we have updates. Let's click update and enter our super secret password and authenticate it. Now let's try to reach 100% and proceed to the desktop user interface, the desktop UI. Okay, our system is finished updating and it is up to date. Let's check out the desktop user interface. As you can see, this is the whole desktop wallpaper. Just like in Windows, we have our start menu right here, the quick launch, which is the Firefox and the terminal. On the other side is the notification area, which you could like see your volume control, your Ethernet if you have wire or Wi-Fi. It's really up to you. You also have the update manager, and this is the system report. If you have some problems, you could like look into this one, and your time and date. And let's check out, right clicking the mouse, we could like change the wallpaper. So this is now the appearance. We could change your appearance, like for example, you need to like modern, stylish, and maybe you like a little bit brighter, but for me, I'll go for the dark. It is already like having some issues with bright, colorful, but it's okay. It's really up to you. See, you have so many to choose from, but I think the Christmas will be nice. It's about like October already, so it's near Christmas, and in the Philippines we celebrate Christmas starting in September. So September 1, it is already like Christmas atmosphere, even though we have Halloween. I'll just gonna use this one. Okay, so let's try to look for other appearance right here. So the appearance, you could change background right here too, or you could change your effects. For example, this one, do you want fade right here, fly, and maybe move? It's really up to you. And then you have font selection, how big it is, So it's really up to you. Themes, like for example, if you like this, let's use the advanced so that you could like see the pictures. And I'm using the desktop Mint White Dark Aqua. You could also change the buttons right here. As you can see, we could like use a lot like here. Maybe I'll use this one there. And you could also download some of the files right here if you want to modify it more. Okay, let me close that one. And there is also extension. In extension, you could also do something like the wobble thing right here. You could like download it. Let's wait for it and let's download. Oh yeah, there is also burn windows. I'll have to download this one, burn windows and transparent panel. Okay, transparent panel. Where is the wobble? I think this is the one. Okay, let me look for the wobble. Okay, I think I'll go for the compose, right? So let's try to add and this one, burn my windows, and the transparent panel. As you can see, there is the transparent panel already enabled. And for my burn of windows, we could like see the effects and the wobble. Nice, cool, right? You could like change your opening. Maybe opening will let me see, opening, energize, and closing, energize B, and minimize, I'll be using the TV effects, and the unminimize will be glitch, or maybe I'll just gonna swap it. And then let's close this one. Oh wow, okay, let's close. See, it's nice. And let's open the settings. All right, so minimize, unminimize. So that is the appearance. As supposed to be, the extension will be on the appearance, but I don't know why is it they put it right here. Maybe because there are a lot more going on. And this is the Linux Mint Debian Edition version 7. Okay, let's close this one. Now let's head to the application. The application, of course, click this one. So we have all the application, but also you have the categories right here, from the accessories to the graphics to the internet, which is your Firefox, your web browser. And you also have the LibreOffice, but I wanted to download only Office. It is much better. It is not like having a lot of like application, but in only Office it has only one application for all. Like you could like create your design there by clicking edit or the customize or something. Let's try to see that one later. But also in presentation, you could also use spreadsheet, documentation, plus your formulas, and not only that, but also your PDF editing. Okay, let's go to our sound and video. So celluloid, and there is also some indication right here. If you want to watch IPTV, Hypnotics is your application. Okay, administration, your admin, preference, and of course let's go to our software center. Let's try to download some software. In Windows, you have to go to the website, official website or shady website. That is why there's a lot of viruses, malware, and adware. But here in Linux, there's basically no advertising except for maybe a web browser. Yeah, I think web browser has some issues on that one. So let's wait to load the cache and let's look into the apps. Just wait a moment. This is also depends on your internet service provider. If you have high-speed internet like a fiber, so it will depends on the internet if you open it first, like the first time. Now it's already done downloading the cache. Let me see, let's download the VLC. I like VLC, so let's click install and click continue. Of course, you have to enter your super secret password and authenticate it. You could go back and, for example, if you want to watch the YouTube without any ads, use the free tube. And then, of course, just click install and click continue. And for example, you like to use the OnlyOffice instead of LibreOffice. Of course, it is not here, right? So you could also go to the category and look for the OnlyOffice. But if you are like lazy and you don't want to go through that one, you could also go to the search bar and then look for OnlyOffice. And there we have OnlyOffice, and then just click install and click continue. As you can see, there is a something like going on right here, which is actually still downloading the file, and it will also gonna install your application. So let's wait until it reaches 100%. This is also gonna be affected with your internet service provider. If you have the fast internet service provider like a fiber optic, it depends on your ISP plan at the same time. So let's wait to reach 100% and then let's play a little bit of our application. So let me see if we have our VLC. Yes, our VLC is here. What is our VLC version? It is version 3.0.21. Okay, our internet service provider is a little bit like sluggish right now, and it is struggling to download the installation that we are trying to download and install. But anyway, we have already VLC, and other application will be maybe later. Okay, web apps. You could create web apps at the same time. Like for example, you want to add more like the Photopea. Let's try to look for Photopea. Photopea web app. Category will be on the graphics. And navigator, no, I'm just gonna use that one, and then click that one, and then click X, close, and then let's look right here on the graphics. Wow, let's open the graphics. Ooh, there we have our Photopea. Let's use it now. The internet is so sluggish, man. How I wish the Philippines could like fix the internet service that they have. See, it's very sluggish. So if you have some question, feel free to ask me right in the comments down below. And of course, conclusion and remarks regarding my installation. The installation is very easy to install. Of course, if you are asking me on how to install it via USB, then you could also look for it right there in my channel. And it feels like Windows. Actually, it is very easy to navigate. The only thing, probably the newcomer to Linux will be the equivalent of the application that are available and what are the application name that we are using in Linux. But some of these like OnlyOffice, you don't need to like really like struggle on how to use the OnlyOffice application. It is very similar to Windows Microsoft, but at the same time it is very easy to navigate. It is Very easy. It also open documents and other files. It's just double click and then you'll have the OmniOffice. And experience on how to use the Linux, the LMDE 7. Well, it's easy, normal to weird it out first on how to use the application and the software and all those stuff right here in the LMDE 7. But for me, it's basically like you're free from purchasing application. And if you have some question, feel free to ask me. Write it in the comments down below. I'm Blair, your science, computer, mathematics, and engineering teacher. Bye for now and see you in the next adventure. Now let's click shutdown. And click shutdown. Okay, that is my virtual box. Let me close that one, and that's it. Bye for now and see you in the next adventure. I'm Blair, your science, computer, mathematics, and engineering teacher. Ciao.